Let's do this. We'll start with the cut for the motor mount. So first I make a mark at the middle of the trailing edge, like so. I take the ruler, put the ruler at the center of the leading edge. Like so. And that's the line. So all I need to make the cut is this line and this mark. Just to make it a bit easier, I will make a line on the inside here too. So to make the cut, use whatever tool you're comfortable with. I use this hacksaw blade. So just try to show you here the line. It's quite close to perfect. I will do some small adjustments if needed, but this is quite close. So this is the spray glue you want to use. It's the 3M90. So now I'll put the wings back in the wing beds. Since this is a contact adhesive, this will have to tack up for about 10 to 15 minutes. It's been about 12 minutes and I can join the wing halves. Yeah, that's it. Just let it rest for a couple of minutes before I start working on the spars. So I'll start by marking these wing beds. Just marking where the top is. And also lines here. Like so. If you want, you can join these wing beds. I don't see any reason to do so. But, maybe you want to. So you can see I have deepened these cuts a little bit because the spars here will go under the leading edge spars. So it needs to be a little deeper. So before I apply the CA glue, I do a little massaging just to relieve any stress. I've run out of CA glue, so I will do the motor mount before I glue in the spars. This is the motor mount. It's probably made for several different right wing planes, so you've got these cuts here. You don't want to cut off the front of this motor mount, you want to cut off the back. So I'll just sand this down. I've done a few adjustments to this cut to make it perfectly straight down the middle of the wing. So now I'll start filling up this cut with marine goop. So now I will just gently push this trailing edge together. I finally got my thick CA, so let's do this. The Hardcore 48 have been sanded and spray glued and laminated. Now it's time to do the hinges. So I will be doing something called the set hinge technique. So I'll be using normal packing tape. I will do 3 pairs of hinges, so I need 6 hinges in total. I glue it with the adhesive side on the adhesive side with about 5mm overlap. Now I got 6 pairs of hinges. This is a rather fiddly process, but it makes for very precise and strong hinges. Done some small adjustments to the set hinges. Now I'm happy with the line. That's a perfectly precise tape pinch. So I'll do the other side off camera. My Hardcore 48, I will be using this Runcam split as both recording camera and flight camera. In my most recent builds I've been using these 3D printed camera holders. This ensures that we get the perfect alignment of the camera in the flight direction. I'm not going to bother with designing one for the Hardcore 48, so I will just sink the camera straight into the foam. So the problem here is getting this precise enough, because it's a very small thing, and I mean, if I try to hold the camera like so and cut around it, I can't be sure that I get it 100% correct. So I'm going to show a technique I used to do this. First I make sort of a template for cutting. For the template I use some really thin plywood. I will make a strip that's about 1 millimeter less than the camera. I let the template run straight down the center line. I can't embed the camera very deep because it's got quite a wide field of view. So the lens will almost be the tip of the plane. Takes some effort to get through the laminate because I got 10 layers of 0.5 in the nose. Now I got the back and the sides, so now I'll just do the bottom. So I will do some measuring and of course some small adjustments if needed, but this is basically how I make the camera mounting straight. So that was the install of the camera. That was actually the easy part. So here comes the difficult part, where I'll put this thing. This is the longest wire, by the way. There are 2 lengths included in the kit. So I was thinking maybe something like this. Of course, with the cable going under the lid. It could be a couple of centimeters longer, make it easier. Alternatively, I can actually put this straight on the lid like so. I may do that. Back here somewhere, I don't know. I have to think a lot about that. Anyways, this concludes part 1 of the build, so thanks for watching. Please click like. Bye.